I just started with watching and familiarizing myself, learning as much as I could about her. Every magazine, every videotape, every behind the scene we can get from her family, any home videos. There was a lot of tears on the set too, you know, you have to realize there was a lot of emotions. You know, Selena had just passed away. It's only 2 years now. And in a situation like that, you can't help but bond with all the people that are around you. And we were close to begin with, and then getting to know her family, Selena's family, and what they were all about, and learning about their loss and feeling that it was all very intense. Just all the performance stuff that we did, the lip syncing and all of that. I approached it from the point of actually learning to sing like her and the style she did, what she actually really liked to sing and what she really got off on. You throw all those ingredients in the pot and boom, you know, then you have people saying, wow, this is so much like her. They say you look like her, when in reality I'm sitting right here in front of you and you know I don't look anything like her. It wasn't about that. It was about being like her and being her. Look-wise, you know, I had to dye my hair. She had black hair and she wore bangs and she wore her hair straight a lot. She was very specific style, showed what she had. She was sexy, but she was never vulgar. And I think that's what I loved about her. I had a great time wearing all those costumes. One of the huge appeals of Selena, one of the reasons she was so hugely popular was because she didn't change herself. You know, sometimes when you turn on Spanish television, you see a lot of these women with their hair dyed blonde and all this stuff, you know, and Selena wasn't like that. She would stand up there and you would look up at her, and if you were Latin in the audience, she would go, that's me. That's me up there. That's what I look like. She was just herself, and that was enough. And it was enough to get her there. So you look up and you go, I could do that too, you know? And that's what role models and all that whole thing is all about. When I came into the stadium, you know, I didn't know how I was going to be accepted. It was like a week into shooting that we shot that big scene. And when I walked in and they all started screaming, they were screaming Selena, but they were screaming Jennifer too. You know, you feel that love, and there was a huge amount of love in that audience. There's 33,000 people in there, and, you know, my mom is by the monitor with Marcella, Selena's mother, and they're watching it, and she says to my mom, it's like watching my own daughter up there again. It's incredible. And of course, you know, they were hugging and crying, and there was a huge loss. But the movie is not about that. It's about the celebration of what her life was like and what she touched so many people and why she was such an inspiration to so many people. It's a happy movie, but then, you know, it has a sad ending. Are they gonna love me, Mama? In a greater sense, the loss is so tragic and it hits you so hard in this film because you really get a sense of the feeling of this family. And then you see how much she meant to everybody else, all her fans and the millions of people that she touched while she was alive. I didn't even think she realized it.
Anything for Selena!
Not only were they reliving everything, but they were actually getting to see me dressed up as her, acting like her, saying things that she would have said, living emotional parts of their life, difficult times in their lives, fights they had, and, you know, what joys they had too, but those joys make you cry too.
It's a bustier!
Everything was just so heightened on this set because of the reason that we were making the film, which is because she wasn't there. It definitely got hard at times. They're wonderful people. They're very loving family, very much what you see on the screen. Every videotape I ever watched of them from their own video cameras, all stuff was stuff that we pulled from them, that we put on the screen. Everything was true.
Because for the first time in my life, I swear, I feel like I'm free. Like I could fly if I wanted to. Like I am flying.
They were very young at that time. You know, they were younger. They got married when she was 20, you know, so that was a couple of years before. There was a youthfulness about it that was funny. He fit right in. He's a great actor, and he did a great job as Chris, and we had a good time working together.
What are you doing?
Hot sauce.
That is enough.
Dude, they can't make food hot enough for me.
Oh, you are gonna be sorry.
You know, Selena didn't know she was gonna die. It was all of a sudden, out of the blue. I had to play it that way, alive, because that's the way she lived her life. She lived her life for every moment. She was a very happy person, and she was a jokester. She was enjoying her life. She worked with her family. She had her husband. I think she would have been really happy. I think one of the things about this movie and what it made me realize is that you never know what's gonna happen, and you need to live your life the way you wanna live it. Don't leave things for tomorrow, because you just never know what's gonna happen. Once the movies come out, who knows what's gonna happen? I mean, I couldn't be luckier. I'm a very lucky person.
Thirsty for more celeb news? Make sure you subscribe to the E! News YouTube channel so you can stay informed on all the breaking updates. Come on, you know you want to be the first to know about all the latest hookups, breakups, arrests, and so much more.